Hell to the W. Ward boy here. 757 Paulie. Waiting on G from the shop, man. He on location. Let's start off with Joe Burrow. Joe Burrow just went down. Non-contact injury. Looking like a calf injury, so that's a good thing. He was already out there with a sleeve on. I don't understand why he's even risking it, when he's supposed to get that payday. I know you want to be out there with your team and get ready for the season and all that, but he was the next one to come off for that big money. Man, Herbert just signed for 262. And now he's going down with this injury. It won't affect his money. Cincinnati ain't stupid. They know they bread is butter, Burrow. You know what I mean? But still, man, that's something. I know he got to be second guessing right now. Also, man, Jalen Ramsey went down for the Dolphins today. We have to see a little further about that. But like I said, we're gonna wait on G. We're gonna get into it right here though. Let's go.
We interrupt our program to bring you
Water Boys, 757 Paulie, 757 DC, with Sapoda, coming all hard on the beat. Got G from the shop, Mr. Arn Anderson. Pause, man, you already know we sports gambling, cash and checks, already rich. Gunny man on deck, my boy, place your bets, my boy. Oh yes, it's in the water. Washington Commanders, numbers on the border. Marketing your planners, Water Boys scores up. If you're a fan, I'm sure this the tour bus. Yeah, take a ride, going low or going high. Water Boys outside. Heard of anybody better? They a mother loving lie. You a value size short of a Mickey D. Fry, my guy.
Hell to the W, man. So I had a little lineup set here. We got the fight this weekend. You know what I mean? You got the Commanders. But we're gonna get into a little snowfall talk too. Let's start off with the Commanders though while we waiting on this dude. All right. Football is here. NFL time. Commanders time. Got a new owner. You know what I mean? We got seats on the practice fields. Got Magic Johnson. You know what I mean? Things is looking good. So everybody's big topic of conversation is the quarterback, Sam Howell. Now, I said this a couple months ago. If I'm wrong, and I know I'm going into the situation I'm going into, man, this will be an open competition, because Jacoby Brissett is a good quarterback, right? It's a real good quarterback, and he never had the opportunity to be on the defense, on the team that had a solid defense, on the team that has a Terry McLaurin, you know what I mean? On the team that has Jahan Dotson, a team that has Curtis Samuel, Robinson at running back, Gibson at running back, you know what I mean? A bunch of young tight ends, a solid offensive line, you know what I mean? So, I want to scratch that lottery ticket too, that late round pick lottery, Dak Prescott, Tony Romo. I know he's undrafted or whatever, you know what I mean? And get that franchise quarterback for the next couple of years also, you know what I mean? But I want to win too. And Ron's job is on the line. Ain't no question about that. His job is on the line. So that's the dilemma. If that was me in that situation, this would be an open competition, and the next best man win. All right, not no situation where the fix is in for one quarter. I feel like the fix is in for Sam Howell. It's Howell's job to lose, which I can understand that being he was on the team last year. He was the last quarterback to start for the team. But it still would be an open competition for me. So I'm really anxious to see how this training camp go. How both these guys look. I'm gonna tell you one thing though. If I'm Eric Bieniemy, I'm going over to Ron and I'm saying, look, man, these preseason games, we know what these running backs can do. Yeah, let's get them a couple of carries or whatever. But I need Howell back there throwing that ball. You know what I mean? I need him to have at least 15 to 20 attempts in these preseason games. Let's have him ready to go right away. Not wait till the regular season. First game is Arizona. and now you're trying to get time in real game situation with the receivers, you know, where we could just hit the ground running. You know what I mean? So I do feel that way. You know, let's get Hal in that offense, in that passing game. Let's get them going early, man. Let's get them moving. You know what I mean? Hold on, let me check on G, see what's going on. Like he's still trying to find a location. It's good, man. You know what I mean? Yeah. All right. Let's move on down to offense. Why we talking offense, man? Offensive line. I've been listening to the radio like most of y'all, you know what I mean, and reading people's articles like the most of y'all, and hearing how the defense is kind of running roughshod on the offense right now, pause. But don't feed into that, man. It's practice. Remember, man, AI said, practice. We talking about practice, man. The defense is always going to be ahead of the offense, no matter what. Good defense is about hustling, being where you're supposed to be, and making plays. All right? You need to hustle because you got to get in shape. And you're trying to make a team. You know what I mean? Excuse me. So being where you're supposed to be. That's what training camp and practice is for. Knowing the plays. Knowing where you're supposed to be at. You know what I mean? And making plays. You want to make the team. So you need to make plays. And I can say it's easier to make plays because you know what the offense is doing. This is your team. This is your offense. You know what the game plan is. You know what they're trying to accomplish. You know what I mean? So you could jump a route in practice where you might not be able to jump that same route in a game against another team because their formation might be different. You know what I mean? They may line up where we line up 3 receivers, they only might line up 2 receivers. Or it might be stacked, or it might be a cluster. So don't feed into all that what you're hearing about this person ain't looking good and this person is looking great. And it's practice, man. That's what practice is for. Practice is for making mistakes. You know what I mean? Getting better, seeing what works, seeing what don't work. You know what I mean? So don't worry about all that practice stuff and what they trying to tell you and oh, this person needs to do this and it's the same as last year. Nah, man, it's not. It's about getting better. It's about putting in that work, getting that sweat, Montez sweat, about getting that sweat going. You know what I mean? Being where you're supposed to be at, understanding the cause. You know what I mean? Understanding the fundamentals. That's why when you watch these preseason games, they look totally different from the regular season games. Because nobody's really running the stuff they're going to run. You know what I mean? They just getting the fundamental stuff down. So you get your fundamentals together, that's your foundation, then you can add all that other shit up in there. You know what I mean? So let's not get all carried away about what you hearing these reporters and the people on the radio telling you this person's doing that, this person's doing this, and oh my God, no, it's over dramatic season right now. As long as they're out there putting in that work and getting better, then you'll be all right. But like I said, the offensive line, they work in unison. So right now, everybody's an individual. The goal is on a day-to-day basis is to get better as a unit. All right? They dancing bears. You know what I mean? My coach in high school, Coach Sawyer, he used to say that all the time. The offensive line are like dancing bears. They all got to be moving at the same time, making a step in the right direction at the same time. The plays to the left, they all need to be stepping with their right foot. You know what I mean? The plays to the left or to the right, they all need to be stepping with their right foot. The plays to the left, they all need to be stepping with their left foot. You know what I mean? You know, if it's a draw play, they're all supposed to be holding that 1-1000, 2-1000, then go. You know what I mean? So they like dancing bears. So it's not gonna look right in week 1, practice 1, you know, or week 2. You just want them to get better as it goes on. So the defense is going on top of it. You got Jonathan Allen, Deron Payne, Sweat, Chase Young. There's some horses over there. You know what I mean? They got their ears pinned back and ready to go. So they're gonna look bad. And actually it's a good thing that they're going up against a defensive front like that, because it's only gonna get better. Steel sharp as steel. You know? So yeah, like I said, don't just calm down. Enjoy that the season is here. Enjoy that they out there. We got a chance this year. So enjoy that. Don't take all this preseason practice and all this to heart. Now I would be I'm anxious to see what you hear when they go up against the Ravens. You know what I mean? Because you know the Ravens, they're a formidable team, and they ain't coming to play. And they definitely ain't gonna let another. I think they're going up to Baltimore, so they definitely ain't gonna let another team come out there and out practice them. And I said that word again, practice. They ain't gonna let them out practice them. You know what I mean? So that's what I'm really anxious to see. And then you can start judging people. Then okay, well maybe this guy ain't ready. Maybe this guy is ready. You know what I mean? Excuse me. All right. I don't know what's going on, homie. All right, so look, we talking about Commanders, right? All right, so it's offensive line, defensive line. Let's go to my favorite position. Let's go to my favorite position. The one thing I've been talking about all off season, cornerback. All right. Got William St. Juice, the juice. Oh, here we go. Jalen Ramsey having knee surgery, expected to miss the start of the season. Knee injuries ain't no joke, right? Like I said, William St. Juice on one side, if that was me. All right. Forbes, the rookie, on the other side, if that was me. Listen, now here's where it get tricky. Now, according to the radio, you know what I mean, and the reports from all the beat reporters and everybody, shout out Linnell, man, youngest in charge. You know what I mean? According to them people, thank you. According to those people, Kendall Fuller's on the outside, and St. Juice is in the slot. Listen, man. Let me think about it. I got to get my feelings right on this one. Because what I'm trying to say, I'm not going to down a player that's on my team. All right? Kendall Fuller is a good player in this league. He's a Super Bowl champion. But 2 years running, Kendall Fuller been getting burnt and beat. He's been playing bad football to start the season. This ain't the year for that. If he don't have no sense of urgency to where he feel like he need to be on top of his game, you know what I mean, to start the season, why are you out there? St. Jude showed you last year that he was ready to make that step. Listen, man, I always take it to that Minnesota Viking game. We lost the game. We shouldn't have lost that game. St. Jude's had a pick six that was going to seal that game. And he was going up against Justin Jefferson, man. Jefferson got his yards. Jefferson got his catches, but he competed with him the whole game. You know what I mean? He stopped him. If Jefferson made a play, St. Juice made a play. Or St. Juice made 2 plays. St. Juice had, St. Juice was in that game. And it's not one point in that game where I felt like St. Juice was overmatched. To me, it was his breakout game, his coming out game. You know what I mean? So I'd rather have St. Juice on the outside with Forbes. Kendall Fuller would be my third outside corner. You know, it's always good to keep corners fresh. We in the passing league. Everybody said it, right? Pass the league, pass the league. You know, teams like to throw. So now you got a guy, a veteran, who can play. But like I said, he's been starting slow these past couple of years. But still, he still could play. So how about you just have him your third corner? You could rotate him in, give a guy a breather, especially like Forbes. Because Forbes is going to see some shit that he ain't seen in college before. You know what I mean? He's going up against some players that he ain't went up against in college before. You know, he got skill, he could play, but it's good to have Fuller out there like that. Danny Johnson been playing the hell out the slot every time they give him a chance to play. Did it last year. When they had to take Kendall Fuller out the slot, well, actually it was because of William Jackson III, but still. Well, Fuller already showed you, Fuller can't play the slot. He was getting the shit beat out of him the year before last. That's why he didn't play it last year. You know what I mean? Danny Johnson right there. How many coaching staffs and how many seasons that he is not going to get a fair opportunity to get some viable playing time? You know what I mean? I hear my man Sheehan, shout out Sheehan, man. But I hear him saying, that's Quan Martin. Quan Martin, that's what they draft. I don't care what they draft the player for. Go out there and compete. If this man has showed you in professional games, when it counts, he could play, then let him play. At least give him an opportunity to play. Don't just put him on the bench or have him playing special teams until somebody get hurt. You know, it happened last year in the Giant game with Christian Holmes. He should have been playing in that game. Instead, he had Christian Holmes out there. What happened? Christian Holmes gave up that pass. We was up 10-0. gave up that pass, and the Giants made that comeback, and we lost that game. If that pass was a pass or pass interference, whatever it was, but still, Christian Holmes wasn't ready to play. He wasn't ready to be in a game like that. You know what I mean? Danny Johnson was, though. You notice that second game, he had a big game. But so that's my thing, man. I need to see Forbes on one side. I need to see St. Juice on the side. You know what I mean? You can keep like I said, Fuller could be the rotational corner. You got Jackson in the slot. You know what I mean? You got Christian Holmes coming into year 2. You know what I mean? I really checked the roster out, but let me see what they got up here. Like I said, but have them the 3 guys out there. You know, 9 times out of 10 in the league now, the slot guys are starter now because most teams come out in 3 receiver sets. You know, that's where people want to throw the ball, especially early in the season. The weather's nice, it's hot. You know what I mean? You want to test the team's conditioning. That's why I said it'd be good for Kendall Fuller to be that rotational cornerback. You know, and the 3rd guy. You know, it shouldn't be a drop off. And plus, man, to let them know you got to be focused from game 1. All right? I can't. If I got a guy in there, he's a veteran, he making $10 million a year. I can't afford to wait for him to start playing in week 7. I need that sense of urgency right now. And you're going to get that from Forbes. He's a rookie. He want to prove himself. You're going to get that from St. Juice. This is 3rd year. He's trying to get a second contract, a big second contract. You know what I mean? These guys is hungry. They going to play with that sense of urgency. Fuller got that ring. He got it already. He got that ring already. You know what I mean? So that's my thing with the cornerbacks. Chase Young. Everybody taught that Chase Young. Now, today was a good day. Today, everybody, oh, Chase Young had a good day today. Chase Young, all right. Chase Young might have had a good day today. We ain't going to know till Arizona. Like I said, is he lining up where he's supposed to line up? Are they running the things he's supposed to run it? Are they getting their timing down and stunts? That's what this is for. We won't even know about Chase Young in preseason, man. What was it? His second year? We played Carolina. First snap, he came out there, sacked Cam Newton right off the edge. All y'all were screaming, oh, he gonna be the defensive player of the year. I seen all I seen. 8, 9 weeks later, y'all trashing him. He ain't got a sack. Y'all was trashing him. Preseason, he was about to be defensive player of the year. Now y'all trashing him. That's what you don't need to be doing, man. Why are you trashing a player for the team that you're rooting for? He's a young guy. Say what you want to say. He's still on his first year deal. Rookie season. Half of a second season. Hurt. Missed almost the whole next season up to the last 3 games. And he did work the last 3 games. Ask Trent Williams. He did work. Ask Trent Williams. I hear so much criticism and so much shit talking about Chase Young. I hear people talking about trading him for, oh, can we trade him for a 3rd round pick? If he's that damn good to trade for a 3rd round pick, why the hell would you want to trade him? He ain't a cancer to the team. Teammates love him. He might not be the captain or the leader of the team right now. It's hard to do that when you've been on the sidelines that long. That's clearly Jonathan Allen. We know that. But why the hell would you want to get rid of him? Please explain that. That don't make no sense. This is some stupid talk, man. For real. I'm going to say here right now, Chase Young, defensive comeback player of the year. That's what we're going to get. That's what you're going to get out of Chase. Because at the end of the day, he want that. He want that. And he going to get it. If he don't get it here, he going to get it somewhere else. But he want that. Defensive comeback player of the year. Chase Young, tell him. All right? I was going to give me hyped up talking about Commanders, man. Y'all hold on, man. Let me see who we got up there. We got everybody up there. Hey, yo, Corey crazy, man. Shout out Corey, man. On the warpath, man. Hey, you know, Corey's the GOAT of this, man. He says, I ain't have a problem down in Bobby McCain. Listen, man, Bobby McCain was down in himself. Pause. Come on, bruh. Can't Get Right. That was Can't Get Right twin brother. You already know who the original Can't Get Right was. Look, I'm so glad he gone. I can't think of his name no more, man. Corey, who's the original can't get right? I don't know. I can't even think his name no more. I'm just glad he ain't on it. They better not bring him back this year, either, man. I swear to God, I'll ride up there to Ashburn myself. I'm gonna talk to Josh Harris, like, man, you just get this dude off the team, bro. He got to go or Ron got to go. Yo, Bobby McCain was trash. You'll see. You'll see. He out there with the Giants. We'll see him again. It's all good. There he is, John Bostic. See? Even his name sounds like he a bum. He was a bum kid. I know Gio was like, man, you drive a tow truck. And man, I'm saying you can't call them bums. He a bum. John Bostic is done. Thank you for your support, John Bostic. Coach on the field. It's funny, they called him a coach on the field. Why he ain't out there on the sidelines now? Because I know he ain't on nobody's team. Correct me if I'm wrong. I know he ain't on nobody's team. So why they ain't got him out there coaching the linebackers now? He don't know what the hell he was doing out there neither. John Bostic, Bobby McCain. 3 to 5 years to change the culture. It took 3 to 5 years to get them two motherfuckers off my team. Come on, man. Yeah, you funny, Corey. Hey, shout out to Corey, man. Corey got a little motherfucker on the way. a little on the warpath, baby boy. Congratulations to you, bro. You know what I mean? Let's see, man. Who we gonna go next with this? Where we gonna go next? Any suggestions out there? I don't know where the hell G's at, man. You know what I mean? We will go next. So we went over Chase Young, quarterback, Sam Howell, we good there. Running back. All right. How I feel about the running back situation, man? I'm not really sure how I feel about the running back situations. I know this much. I know Bieniemy was a former running back, so he knows the value of a running back. And you've seen that out there. You've seen that out there. You've seen that out there in Kansas City. You know what I mean? Was Clyde Hilaire Clyde or whatever, man, a butcher coming from Pachinko. You know, they use the running backs. You know what I mean? They use them in all fashions. You know what I mean? So it wasn't just, they won't just throwing the ball around, you know, with Mahomes and the plethora of receivers. I know we had Tyreek Hill at one time, and Travis Kelce, you know what I mean? But I remember the year before last, and it's when we played them, and they were struggling a little bit. And they went to that running game, and pretty much they've been running the ball. You know what I mean? Running has been a staple of their offense ever since. I think sometimes when you're a team like Kansas City, you can get caught up in your own hype. You know, almost like the greatest show on turf hype. You know what I mean? But you always got to start with that foundation. And that's how, you know what? I'm glad I just reminded myself of that, because I was thinking this today. Y'all remember in the press conference at the end of the season, right? With Ron and Martin Mayhew. And this is a couple of days. It might have been the same day. It was the same day, or it was the day before they fired Scott Turner. And they wanted to tell us that we want a run-first team. We're going to be a run-first team. That's our philosophy. We want to be heavy run and play everything off the running game, right? Now, fast forward 2 months to Eric Bieniemy. I haven't really heard them same comments come from Ron or even come from Eric Bieniemy. Matter of fact, I heard Eric Bieniemy says something about he has a responsibility to put a high-powered offense out on the field. You know what I mean? So, and that's going to be the beauty of this. Everybody think that we're going to get Kansas City offense. We really don't know what offense we're going to get. We're going to get Eric Bieniemy's offense. Like y'all said, he didn't call the plays, right? Everybody was quick to say that's why he couldn't get the job. He didn't call the plays. So if he didn't call the plays, how do we know what his philosophy on offense is going to be? But I'm just curious, because I know Ron said it's gonna be heavy run. But and truth of the matter, if they smart to start the season, it would be heavy running. Just off the strength that you want to protect Sam Howell. You want to build him up. You want to build his confidence. You know what I mean? Almost like you seen last year with Dayball, with the Giants and Daniel Jones. Why you think Saquon was pissed off about not getting that money? Like, yo, I got this dude paid. Y'all didn't give him no deal. Y'all didn't give him that option. Y'all gave me the rock. And I ran the ball. And I caught the ball. And you know what? You know what? You know who Saquon Barkley reminded me of last year? Outside, except he's a better pass catcher. But the way he played last year reminded me of Clinton Portis. Joe Gibbs, Clinton Portis. You know what I mean? He was the bell cow last year. If one running back was truly the bell cow for a team, it was Saquon Barkley. I know Josh Jacobs had, led the league in rushing, but what the Raiders do? To me, the bell cow is putting the team on your back and you getting victories. They got victories. They got a playoff win. You know what I mean? So that's what I really do. We really do need to be a running team. We really do need to put the ball in Gibson's gut. You know what I mean? Pause. We really do need to put the ball in Robinson's gut. Pause. What's the dude out of Kentucky? What's the back out of Kentucky, man? They seem to like him too. Hey, hit him with the three-headed monster. You know what I mean? So if I'm them, I am running that route. I am getting it unprotected. That's how you protect Howard. Build his confidence up. You know what I mean? Then you got the receivers to hit him play action and deep. You know what I mean? So I think the running back situation is pretty good. I like Jared Patterson, man. It's going to be hard for Jared Patterson to make this team. You know what I mean? Just off the strength of, you already got your top two backs. They drafted a back. They ain't going to draft a back and cut him. That's not going to happen. 9 out of 10, he either going to end up on somebody's opening day roster or he's going to be on somebody's practice squad. They're going to throw him some cash. You know what I mean? So I like Jared Patterson, though, man. I like the work, he just really hasn't had opportunity, and that usually happens to late round picks or undrafted free agents. You're not really going to get that fair opportunity unless you just, boom, take off from the jump and just show that you special and that the whole league fucked up by not drafting. You know what I mean? So, yeah. Well, and let's move on a little bit, man. Let me see. Let me check one more time on this, bro. We had to pause for a little marriage or water session. All right, man, let's go on. Big fight this weekend, man. First of all, shout out to Keyshawn Davis, man, the businessman, Norfolk, Virginia, baby. Moved to 9-0 after unanimous decisions against Patera. 9-0 with 5 knockouts, man. Listen, man. I heard somewhere that trying to get a fight at Scope, gotta be big, man. A la Sweet Pea Whitaker. You know what I mean? He's straight out of Norfolk, just like Sweet Pea. So that'd be big, bro. Please, Norfolk City officials, man, bring Keyshawn back home. He home already, but bring him home to the Scope, man. We're gonna sell that place out. and support the brother. I'm telling you, it's like we supported Sweet Pea, man. I remember being at that fight, that Sweet Pea fight, bro. Come on now. But I'm trying to hold off on this Terrence Crawford, Earl Spence. See if G gonna jump up and get his little bets up in there. Yo, if you watching, man, just test me you got. I give you the line right now. Terrence Crawford is at -150. You know, Earl Spence is at +120. Terrence Crawford 39-0, 30 knockouts. You know what I mean? The WBO champ, Earl Spence, 28-0, 22 knockouts. You know what I mean? Like I said, he's +120. He the IBF, the WBC, and the WBA champ, man. So this fight is going to unify the 4 belts, man. This is definitely for the championship of the cricket world. Of the world, man. You know what I mean? Championship of the world, baby. You know what I mean? Spence, I ain't even know Spence been holding that title since 17. You know what I mean? And I'm gonna say real talk. As far as boxing goes, neither one of these dudes is spring chickens, man. Earl Spence 33, Crawford 35. So they right at their prime. You know what I mean? They right at their prime. And as we all know, both of them dudes are considered like pound for pound best. Like, we've been waiting for this fight. Just the fight everybody been waiting for. Right here. These are two fighters everybody been waiting to see match up against each other. You know what I mean? Let me tell you this, though. Earl Spence looked good, but he looked too pretty. You know what I mean? I be seeing him around. He pretty all the time, man. You know what I mean? Terrence Crawford, like, he'll fight. He'll fight it. He carry himself like a fighter. And I think he's just gonna bully you. I think he's gonna bully Spence, man. You know what I mean? So I definitely would take Terrence Crawford at -150 for the win on that, man. You know what I mean? Let's see what Bet Rivers is talking about. I know they got some other shit going on with some lines with that shit too. Let me see, man. Hold on. See what they got going on. Yeah, like I said, money line. Oh shit, it went down. Spence plus well, Bet Rivers got him at +118, +1200 for a tie. I can see a tie, bro. I can see a tie. I can see a tie just off the strength that we talking about boxing. I mean, come on, man. Come on, man. Boxing always leaning to the left somewhere. You know, they always looking for the next payday. The promoters. You know what I mean? They're always looking for that next payday. How many fights have we seen where we ain't like the outcome? You know, where we know something ain't right. They're gonna make sure, and they already got the rematches already. Rematches already inked in stone on paper. You know what I mean? So it's already gonna be a rematch. So for at the end of the tie, I will put money. I will actually put money on that or 12. I think I am gonna put some money on that tie at +1200. Tell you. Tell you that they got a three-way money line. Earl Spence Jr. +118, Ty +1200, Crawford -139. Total rounds over 10.5, -315, under 10.5, +215. Plus money under 10.5, huh? So they seeing it. They ain't predicting no knockout. They seeing this going the distance. Yeah, going the distance. -250, no +180. What else they got up on? Yeah. Spence Jr. by knockout, TKO, or disqualification, +650. Hold on, let me see what Crawford got. Crawford by knockout, TKO, or disqualification, +295. So they telling you, Vegas is already telling you, you know what I mean? Crawford is a favorite for this fight. Vegas. Yeah, he telling you what's going on, man. That's crazy. I'm taking Crawford though too. I already said that earlier, but it should be a hell of a fight, man. Hope it is. You know what I mean? All right, man. Before we get out of here, though, we keep it short today. I don't know what happened to Badu, man. You know what I mean? We're supposed to get into Snowfall and all that. I'm gonna set it up for y'all. You know, he'll be back on the next show. I'll let him get to talk on the next show about it. All right, Snowfall, season 1, episode 2, man. Make them birds fly. All right. What I need y'all to let us know is, do y'all think Claudia set up Franklin Saint in the club that night, the birds? I say she lined them up. She might not have lined them up for him to get there, but once he was there, she lined them up. No G thinking in the other way. I'm gonna let him speak for himself. I'm saying I think she lined them up, man. She ain't like the price. You know what I mean? She went over there to talk to Ray and Lenny. You know what I mean? They was outside waiting on them. One thing we both did agree on is that she ain't protect him. She ain't protect him at all. You know what I mean? And I think, like I said, if you go to the next episode, episode 3, when he's like, yo, who them dudes? Who them dudes? She was like, Chris Rodriguez. Thank you, Corey. Chris Rodriguez, running back from Kentucky. He was like, who them dudes? She was like, well, if you treat me right on the price the next time, I'll tell you. She lined them up, man. You know what I mean? My opinion. You know what I mean? Let me know how you feel. You know what I mean? Drop the comments. Like I said, we're going to read them out. G get on here tonight. Well, probably not tonight. Next week, whenever he's on here, I'm going to let him speak his piece. You know what I mean? Then we're going to put that to bed. Now, but like I said, she lined them up. Let me repeat that. Did Claudia line up Franklin Saint in the club? Let me know. All right. Yo, before we get out of here, man, say happy birthday to my niece, Reagan. She turned 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 years old. Little chunky monkey, my little Doogie. Call her little Doogie because she's smart as hell, little Doogie Howser. You know what I mean? Shout out to my homie Sneak. Today is his birthday too, man. You know what I mean? It ain't a Cancerbration, it's a Leo Nation. Shout out to my homie Sneak though, man. Hey, listen, man. Thank y'all for tuning in. Like I said, we're going to get back on this joint next week. Got training camp going on. Next week, we're going to start doing some futures. We're going to start off with the AFC East, man. You know what I mean? The AFC East might be the most dangerous division in NFL this year. You know what I mean? You got the Jets with Aaron Rodgers, Bills with Josh Allen. You got the Dolphins with all the weapons they got over there. And you got the hoodie. You can never count the hoodie out. All right, so we're going to start off with the AFC East next week. Maybe do another division if we got time too. All right? Hey, man, y'all be easy out there, man. Don't get rich. Be already rich, man. All right? L to the W, man. Y'all be easy.
We interrupt our program to bring you
Waterboards, 757 Paulie, 757 DC, with Sapoda, coming all hard on the beat. Got G from the shop, Mr. Arn Anderson. Pause, man, you already know we sports gambling, cash and checks, already rich. Gunny man on deck, my boy, place your bets, my boy. Oh yes, it's in the water. Washington Commanders, numbers on the border. Marketing your planners, Waterboy scores up. If you're a fan, I'm sure this the tour bus. Yeah, take a ride, going low or going high. Waterboys outside. Heard of anybody better? They a mother of a lie. You a value size short of a Mickey D. Fry, my guy.